What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with another boxing clinic video today. This is going to be exclusive. I'm going to drop another exclusive video as well. And one I'm going to share with it on Facebook and Instagram as well. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, the boxing clinic as it's spelled on here. And we're going to rock out. But talk about why boxing robberies happen today. I seen an article in Boxing Scene. And shout out to the writer and the editor of that article. Was amazing. And it's a couple ways you can go with that. Hometown cooking. Home country cooking, we see it time and time again. I hate the excuses that American fighters, have been using of lately for the excuse. And when Roy was fighting as well, for excuse why they don't go over to the UK because they're going to get robbed. Plenty of times, fighters or go across the pond and get robbed. Those Eastern European fighters, Asian fighters, UK fighters have came to America where they always seem to had to prove themselves and prove their worth in America to be a global star. And they got robbed. Felix Sturm, I think, got a bad unanimous decision versus Oscar De La Hoya. I heard somebody complain about that one. Lucas Matisse had a bad decision versus Devin Alexander in St. Louis. A bad one in some people's odds versus Zab Judah. It happens. It happens more than you think it would happen. And hometown cooking is one of the more prominent ones, which is really starting to die off to, this one is the cash cow robbery. It seems like the promoters are in the judge's back pocket now for the cash cow to get the victories because he's a draw in the sport, and for the excuses probably that him winning even though he didn't deserve it is for the betterment of boxing. So they lean towards the cash cow, and people got that feeling with Danny Garcia and Triple G. People got that feeling with Austin Trout, Canelo Alvarez, Lara. Canelo Alvarez. I mean, it happens. It happens. And robberies are unfortunate. And Ryota, I'm sorry if I butchered his name. I'm famous for butchering. Got robbed in his home country by Japan. And I don't know how the hell that happened against Nadam. And that was one of the most nastiest robberies I have seen. Danny Garcia, getting the home cooking versus Mauricio Herrera. A lot of people felt that was one of the bad robberies. Simply the A-side robberies. That's what you should call them, the A-side robberies. And they're so unfortunate that, you grind 8, 10, 12 weeks or even longer than that for the fight of your life, and you put it all on the line, and you feel like you won, but you get robbed of the scorecards. Lamont Peterson, Danny Garcia, Lamont Peterson, Amir Khan. I can go on and on about current and past robberies. And it's unfortunate, and it's up to the fans. Well, not unfortunately, it's up to the fans not to watch, but it's hard not to watch and say you want to support a fight. I know people say, I'm not going to support the Pacquiao-Horn fight, but it's free on HBO. We're going to watch it. We're going to cover it. We're going to speak about it closer it gets to the fight. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have that syndrome when they get closer to the fight. I'm not going to buy this pay-per-view. When you cave and buy it because, the energy, the talk, is getting closer. You buy it. But it's up to the powers that be to make boxing a fair shake. I seen Felix Diaz almost get robbed by Sammy Vasquez. Got robbed by Lamont Peterson in the Vasquez fight. They brought him back to the ring to give him the change it from a draw to give him the victory. So hopefully it's something that can stop and get better in the sport of boxing. Hopefully.